Hello, welcome to the channel Our Day Stories. Sit back and listen to a new story. But don't forget to subscribe and like it.
Maura Kidd meticulously organized her papers, neatly arranging them in folders within her briefcase. She took pride in her attention to detail, believing that structure and order were the keys to success. As a lawyer, she understood the importance of organization and precision in her work. A year had passed since her relationship with Jeffrey McGowan had come crashing down, leaving her heartbroken and disillusioned. Their once promising future had crumbled beneath the weight of lies and broken promises. It was a bitter end to what she had believed was a love destined to withstand the test of time. In the aftermath of their breakup, Jeffrey had accidentally left his briefcase at Maura's place, a stark reminder of the pain she had endured. For days it sat in the corner of her apartment, untouched and ignored, like an unwelcome guest. She had wanted nothing more than to rid herself of the lingering memories associated with Jeffrey and their failed relationship. But life has a way of surprising us, and destiny often unfolds in unexpected ways. During one of her routine cleaning sessions, Maura finally decided it was time to rid herself of the briefcase and its contents. She couldn't bear the weight of its presence any longer. With a heavy heart, she carried it to the trash bin outside her apartment building, ready to discard the remnants of a love gone wrong. As she was about to release the briefcase into the depths of the garbage, her phone buzzed with an incoming call. Curiosity got the better of her, and she hesitated, glancing at the screen to see who was interrupting this pivotal moment. The name Leon Nagy flashed on the display, a close friend and fellow artist. Conflicted, Maura answered the call, her voice tinged with a mix of resignation and curiosity. "Hey, Leon, what's up?" Leon's voice, filled with urgency, came through the line. "Maura, wait. Don't throw away that briefcase. There's something important inside, something that could change everything." Maura's heart skipped a beat. She had been so focused on closing the chapter of her past that she hadn't considered the possibility of hidden secrets within the briefcase. She lowered the bag, holding it tightly, her mind racing with a mix of emotions, curiosity, doubt, and a flicker of hope. "Leon, what are you talking about? What could be so important?" Maura asked, her voice laced with a blend of skepticism and intrigue. Leon hesitated for a moment, his voice filled with conviction. "I found evidence, Maura. Evidence of a conspiracy within a powerful corporation. It implicates influential figures in illegal activities. We can't let this go unnoticed." Maura's mind whirled, the weight of Leon's words sinking in. A year ago, she would have dismissed such claims as mere fantasies, but life had taught her that reality could be stranger than fiction. She took a deep breath, her voice steady as she responded. "Okay, Leon, I won't throw it away just yet. Let's meet and go through the contents together." Relief washed over Leon's voice as he agreed. "Thank you, Maura. I believe we're onto something big here. Let's uncover the truth together." Maura hung up the phone, her heart pounding with a mix of trepidation and newfound purpose. What had she stumbled upon? What secrets were hidden within the forgotten documents in that briefcase? As doubts and questions swirled within her, she couldn't help but feel a glimmer of excitement, her orderly world about to be shaken by the pursuit of justice and the unraveling of a conspiracy. Maura's mind buzzed with anticipation as she prepared to meet Leon and examine the contents of the briefcase. She couldn't shake off the nagging feeling that their discovery could have far-reaching consequences, both for themselves and for those involved in the conspiracy. Seeking guidance and a different perspective, Maura reached out to her best friend, Sandra Barnhill, a wise and supportive psychologist. Sandra had always been a steady presence in Maura's life, offering her insightful advice during moments of uncertainty. Over a cup of coffee at their favorite cafe, Maura poured her heart out to Sandra, recounting the events that led her to reconsider disposing of the briefcase. Sandra listened attentively, her warm gaze fixed on Maura. "Maura, life has a way of presenting us with unexpected opportunities," Sandra said, her voice comforting and assuring. "This discovery could be more than just a coincidence. It might be a chance to find closure and seek justice." Maura nodded, her hands wrapped around the mug, drawing warmth from its contents. "You're right, Sandra. It's just hard to believe that something so significant could be hidden within those documents." Sandra leaned in closer, her voice dropping to a hushed tone. "Maura, sometimes the truth is elusive, but when we stumble upon it, we have a moral obligation to pursue it. You have the power to shed light on a hidden web of deceit." Maura took a deep breath, her mind filled with a mix of determination and unease. "I'm scared, Sandra. Scared of what we might uncover and scared of the consequences." Sandra reached out and gently squeezed Maura's hand, offering her reassurance. "Fear is a natural response, my dear friend. But remember, you're not alone in this. Leon is by your side, and together you can face whatever comes your way." Inspired by Sandra's words, Maura thanked her for the unwavering support. As they parted ways, Maura felt a renewed sense of purpose and resolve. She knew she couldn't turn her back on the opportunity that fate had placed in her hands. With Leon's message still echoing in her mind, Maura reached out to him, agreeing on a time and place to meet and examine the contents of the briefcase together. The journey they were about to embark upon would test their courage, resilience, and unwavering belief in the pursuit of truth. Maura arrived at the designated meeting spot, a cozy cafe nestled in a quiet corner of the city. Her eyes scanned the room, searching for Leon's familiar face amidst the sea of strangers. Spotting him at a corner table, she made her way over, her heart pounding with a mix of anticipation and nervousness. Leon looked up from his sketchbook as Maura approached, a bright smile illuminating his face. He stood up and greeted her with a warm hug, the familiarity of their friendship easing the tension in the air. "Maura, I'm so glad you didn't throw it away," Leon said, his voice filled with gratitude. "There's something incredible hidden within those documents, something that could change everything." Maura's gaze fixed on the briefcase, resting on the table between them. She couldn't help but feel a mix of intrigue and apprehension, knowing that opening it would set them on an irrevocable path. Taking a deep breath, Maura nodded. "Let's do this, Leon. Let's uncover the truth." They settled into their chairs, the briefcase placed between them, like a Pandora's box waiting to be unlocked. With trembling hands, Maura unlatched the clasps and slowly lifted the lid, revealing a treasure trove of forgotten documents. They spent hours poring over the contents, meticulously examining each paper and analyzing every detail. The documents painted a picture of corruption, illegal dealings, and the manipulation of power within a powerful corporation. It was a web of deceit that extended far beyond what they had imagined. As they delved deeper into the rabbit hole, a realization washed over Maura, an understanding that their discovery carried immense responsibility. This was no longer just about her and her past with Jeffrey. It was about seeking justice for the countless lives affected by the actions of those implicated in the conspiracy. Feeling overwhelmed, Maura turned to Leon, her eyes reflecting a mix of determination and vulnerability. "Leon, we can't do this alone. We need help. We need someone who can navigate the shadows and bring the truth to light." Leon's eyes lit up with understanding. "You're right, Maura. We need someone with exceptional problem-solving skills and a knack for uncovering hidden truths. Someone like Minerva McCroy." Maura's heart skipped a beat. She had heard of Minerva, a renowned private investigator known for her resourcefulness and keen eye for details. If anyone could help them navigate the treacherous path they were about to tread, it was her. Together, Maura and Leon made a pact. They would seek out Minerva McCroy and present her with the evidence they had uncovered. With her expertise and guidance, they would unearth the intricate connections that bound the conspirators together. As they closed the briefcase, Maura couldn't help but feel a sense of purpose and a glimmer of hope. She was no longer the woman nursing a broken heart. She had become a catalyst for change, a fighter against injustice, determined to unveil the truth no matter the cost. Maura Leon and Minerva McCroy, the skilled private investigator, convened in a dimly lit office, their eyes locked on the evidence spread out before them. The weight of the conspiracy bore down on their shoulders, yet their resolve burned bright. Minerva, known for her piercing gaze and analytical mind, meticulously examined each document. Her eyes darted across the pages, connecting the dots and uncovering hidden patterns. The silence in the room was palpable as they awaited her analysis. Finally, Minerva looked up, her expression a mix of determination and concern. "This is bigger than any of us could have imagined. The evidence suggests a widespread network of corruption reaching the highest levels of power." Her words hung in the air, fueling a mix of apprehension and determination within the room. Maura's hands trembled, her mind grappling with the enormity of the task ahead. But she knew that retreating was no longer an option. The truth had a price, and they were ready to pay it. Minerva leaned forward, her voice steady and resolute. "We need to gather more evidence, solidify our case, but we must tread carefully. Those involved in this conspiracy won't hesitate to protect their secrets." Leon's eyes burned with a fierce determination. "We can't let fear hold us back. This is about justice, about holding those responsible accountable for their actions." Maura nodded, her voice filled with a newfound resolve. "You're right. We can't afford to turn a blind eye. We owe it to all those who have been affected by their corrupt practices." The trio spent days and nights unraveling the intricate threads of the conspiracy. They followed leads, interviewed witnesses, and dug deeper into the darkness that shrouded the truth. It was a dangerous dance on the precipice of discovery, with each step carrying the risk of exposing their own vulnerabilities. As their investigation gained momentum, Maura couldn't escape the waves of conflicting emotions that crashed upon her. Memories of her past with Jeffrey resurfaced, intertwining with her burning desire for justice. The lines between her personal and professional battles blurred, challenging her resolve. In those moments of doubt, Maura sought solace in the wisdom of retired Professor Norman Gordon. With his extensive knowledge of history and human nature, he provided her with invaluable insights and perspective. Norman's calm voice and patient guidance reminded her of the importance of staying true to her principles, even in the face of adversity. Armed with a renewed sense of purpose and the collective wisdom of her allies, Maura pushed forward, refusing to let her past or her fears dictate her path. She knew that the truth could be a double-edged sword, capable of both healing and inflicting wounds. But she believed that in its pursuit, there was the potential for redemption, closure, and the restoration of faith in humanity. Months passed, and Maura Leon and Minerva continued their relentless pursuit of the truth. They collected more evidence, piecing together a damning case against the powerful figures involved in the conspiracy. Their every move was shadowed by the looming threat of retaliation, but their determination burned brighter than ever. As their investigation gained traction, Maura found herself facing a series of difficult choices. The closer they got to exposing the truth, the higher the stakes became. Relationships were tested, loyalties questioned, and Maura's own heart wavered between seeking justice and confronting her unresolved feelings for Jeffrey. In the midst of this tumultuous journey, Jeffrey resurfaced. Drawn by the magnitude of the conspiracy and the opportunity for redemption, he reached out to Maura, desperate to be part of the fight for justice. His presence ignited a whirlwind of conflicting emotions within her, but Maura knew that the pursuit of truth transcended personal pain. Maura met with Jeffrey in a quiet cafe, their eyes locking in a mix of longing and uncertainty. Words were spoken, wounds reopened, and grievances addressed. Through tearful conversations and shared moments of vulnerability, they began to heal the fractures of their past. Jeffrey's remorse was palpable, and Maura saw a flicker of the man she had once loved, a man who yearned for redemption and was willing to face the consequences of his actions. They reached a fragile understanding, a shared commitment to exposing the truth, albeit from different angles. With Jeffrey's inclusion, the dynamics within the group shifted. Trust was rebuilt, and a delicate balance of strengths emerged. Maura, Leon, Minerva, and Jeffrey formed an unbreakable bond, fueled by a shared purpose and a desire to make a difference. Together, they worked tirelessly to gather the final pieces of evidence, knowing that the time for action was drawing near. Each day brought them closer to the edge of a precipice where truth would collide with power, where justice would battle against corruption. As the fateful day approached, Maura found solace in the unwavering support of her friends and allies. Sandra, the ever-wise confidant, provided a listening ear and a source of comfort during moments of doubt. Norman, the retired professor, offered words of wisdom, reminding Maura of the importance of staying true to herself amidst the chaos. The stage was set, the evidence meticulously prepared, and the battle lines drawn. Maura, Leon, Minerva, Jeffrey, and their growing network of supporters knew that the truth they were about to unveil would send shockwaves through the corridors of power. It was a pivotal moment, one that would test their resolve, their resilience, and their unwavering belief in the power of truth. With hearts racing and a collective breath held, they stepped forward, ready to face the consequences of exposing the conspiracy that had remained hidden for far too long. The truth, like a lightning bolt, struck the corridors of power with undeniable force. The evidence presented by Maura, Leon, Minerva, Jeffrey, and their allies laid bare the web of corruption and illegal activities that had thrived within the powerful corporation. The fallout was swift and far-reaching. Media outlets caught wind of the scandal, and the public demanded answers. The once untouchable figures found themselves under intense scrutiny, their empires crumbling around them. Maura, having played a pivotal role in the exposé, found herself thrust into the spotlight. Interviews, press conferences, and a whirlwind of media attention became a constant presence in her life. The weight of responsibility sat heavy on her shoulders as she was tasked with representing the truth and giving a voice to the voiceless. Through it all, Maura remained grounded, guided by her unwavering commitment to justice. She refused to let the chaos consume her, relying on the support of her friends, mentors, and the resilience she had cultivated throughout her life. Leon's artwork, inspired by the pursuit of truth and the battle against corruption, became a beacon of hope for those who had been silenced by the powerful. His vibrant pieces captured the essence of the struggle and served as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Minerva's tenacity and investigative prowess earned her the respect of her peers and the admiration of those she had helped along the way. Her reputation as a relentless pursuer of truth solidified, and she continued to use her skills to bring light to the darkest corners of society. As the dust settled and the initial shockwaves subsided, Maura found herself reflecting on the journey that had led her here. The pain of her past with Jeffrey had transformed into a catalyst for change, fueling her determination to make a difference in the world. In the wake of the exposé, Maura and Jeffrey forged a new path, a path of forgiveness, growth, and understanding. Their shared experiences and the common goal they had pursued had changed them both, allowing them to heal wounds and find closure. Their story became a testament to the transformative power of truth, forgiveness, and the resilience of the human spirit. It was a story that touched the lives of many, inspiring others to stand up against injustice and believe in the possibility of change. Maura, Leon, Minerva, Jeffrey, and their allies had accomplished what seemed impossible, a victory over the forces of corruption and a step toward a more just society. Their journey, filled with heartache, courage, and unwavering determination, left an indelible mark on the world and on their own souls. As Maura looked back at the path she had traveled, she knew that this was only the beginning. The fight for justice would continue, and she would be there, leading the charge, armed with the knowledge that together, real people could make a real difference. The revelation of the conspiracy sent shockwaves through Maura's life and the lives of those involved. The media frenzy surrounding the expose had reached a fever pitch, with reporters hounding Maura for interviews and insights. As a meticulous and organized lawyer, she was unaccustomed to being in the public eye, but she understood the importance of using her voice to shed light on the truth. Amidst the chaos, Maura found solace in the unwavering support of her best friend, Sandra. Sandra's calming presence and empathetic nature provided a respite from the overwhelming attention. She reminded Maura of her strength and resilience, helping her navigate the newfound challenges that accompanied the exposure of the conspiracy. Meanwhile, Jeffrey struggled to reconcile his role in the scandal. The weight of his past actions and the guilt he carried weighed heavily on him. Seeking redemption, he immersed himself in investigative journalism, determined to expose further corruption and make amends for his past mistakes. Maura and Jeffrey's paths intersected once again as they found themselves working on separate angles of the ongoing investigation. Despite the complex emotions that resurfaced, they recognized the importance of their collaboration in the pursuit of justice. It was a delicate dance, fueled by a shared desire to right the wrongs and create a more equitable world. As the legal ramifications of the scandal unfolded, Maura found herself juggling her professional obligations and her personal involvement in the case. The intricate web of deceit continued to unravel, revealing new layers of corruption and complicity. Maura's meticulous nature and attention to detail proved invaluable in constructing a strong legal case against the conspirators. In the midst of the legal battles and the search for truth, Maura leaned on the wisdom of Norman, the retired professor. Norman's calm and insightful advice helped her navigate the complexities of the case while staying true to her principles. His words became a guiding light in the storm, reminding Maura of the importance of resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. As the trial approached, tensions ran high. The conspirators, desperate to protect their interests, employed every legal maneuver to discredit Maura and the evidence she had meticulously gathered. The courtroom became a battleground of wits, where Maura's legal acumen and unwavering determination clashed with the cunning tactics of the defense. Throughout the trial, Maura's dedication to justice and her unwavering belief in the power of truth remained unshaken. She presented the evidence with clarity and conviction, dismantling the defense's arguments and exposing the depth of the conspiracy. Her tenacity and resilience inspired those around her, turning the courtroom into a symbol of hope and accountability. Finally, the verdict was reached. The guilty verdict resonated through the courtroom, marking a significant milestone in the fight against corruption. Maura's tireless efforts, coupled with the collaboration of her allies, had brought the truth to light and held the powerful accountable for their actions. The aftermath of the trial was marked by a sense of closure and a renewed faith in the power of justice. The exposed conspiracy had far-reaching implications, leading to sweeping reforms within the corporation and inspiring others to come forward with their own stories of corruption and injustice. For Maura, the journey had been arduous, testing her resolve and pushing her beyond her limits. But it had also revealed the strength that lay within her, the power of collaboration, and the transformative impact that a single person can have on the world. As she reflected on the events that had unfolded, Maura realized that the fight for justice was an ongoing one. The exposure of the conspiracy was just the beginning, a catalyst for change that had ignited a fire within her soul. Armed with newfound purpose and a deep understanding of the power of truth, she vowed to continue. The conclusion of Maura's story was not defined by a singular moment or event. It was a culmination of her journey, a tapestry woven with threads of resilience, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. In the years that followed the exposure of the conspiracy, Maura continued to champion causes close to her heart. Drawing from her experiences, she dedicated herself to fighting for the rights of the marginalized and the voiceless. Her legal expertise became a beacon of hope for those who sought justice, and her unwavering commitment to the truth inspired a new generation of lawyers and activists. Jeffrey, too, found his purpose in exposing corruption and holding the powerful accountable. Through his investigative journalism, he became a force to be reckoned with, a relentless seeker of truth who refused to let the sins of his past define him. Together, Maura and Jeffrey formed an unlikely alliance, bridging the gap between their shared history and their shared vision for a better world. Their story, marked by personal growth, forgiveness, and the pursuit of justice, inspired others to confront their own demons and take a stand against injustice. It was a story that resonated with people from all walks of life, reminding them of the power they held within themselves to create change. The impact of their actions rippled through society, leading to significant reforms in corporate governance, exposing additional instances of corruption, and providing a glimmer of hope to those who had long suffered under the weight of injustice. As time passed, Maura's life continued to evolve. She found love in unexpected places, building a life filled with joy, purpose, and the knowledge that she had made a difference in the world. Her resilience and determination had shaped her into a formidable force, capable of overcoming any obstacle that came her way. The scars of the past had faded, replaced by the strength that comes from confronting one's demons and emerging stronger on the other side. Maura's journey had not been without its challenges, but she had embraced them, using each setback as an opportunity for growth. The story of Maura Kidd, Jeffrey McGowan, and their pursuit of justice became a legend, a testament to the power of truth, forgiveness, and the indomitable spirit of real people. Their legacy lived on, inspiring others to confront the darkness in their own lives and work towards a more just and equitable world. And as Maura looked back on her journey, she knew that her story was just one chapter in the greater narrative of human resilience and the unwavering pursuit of justice. The fight would continue, carried forward by the countless individuals who dared to challenge the status quo and stand up for what was right. In the end, Maura realized that true strength lies not in the absence of struggle, but in the willingness to confront it head-on, and she vowed to never stop fighting for truth, justice, and the better world she knew was possible. This was the conclusion of Maura's story, a testament to the power of resilience, forgiveness, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. As the trial concluded and the guilty verdict was delivered, a sense of closure washed over Maura. The truth had been brought to light, and the conspirators were held accountable for their actions. The courtroom erupted in a mix of relief and satisfaction as justice prevailed. With the weight of the trial lifted from her shoulders, Maura took a moment to reflect on the journey she had undertaken. She had endured countless obstacles, faced personal doubts, and confronted her past pain. But through it all, she had emerged stronger and more determined than ever. The exposure of the conspiracy had far-reaching effects. The corporation implicated in the scandal faced severe consequences, with top executives being removed from their positions and legal investigations launched into their illicit activities. The public, having witnessed the unraveling of the truth, gained a renewed faith in the power of transparency and accountability. Maura's allies, Leon Nagy and Minerva McRoy, continued to support her in the aftermath of the trial. They celebrated the victory together but recognized that their work wasn't done. Inspired by their collective efforts, they decided to establish a nonprofit organization dedicated to advocating for justice and uncovering hidden truths. Through their joint endeavors, they aimed to create a lasting impact and prevent future abuses of power. Jeffrey, having experienced a profound transformation during the course of the investigation, sought to redeem himself. He embarked on a new path as an investigative journalist, using his skills to expose corruption and shed light on stories that would otherwise remain hidden. Although he and Maura had taken different paths, their shared experience had forged a bond that transcended their past romantic relationship. In the years that followed, Maura continued to thrive in her legal career. The exposure of the conspiracy had earned her recognition and respect within the legal community, and she was approached with new opportunities to champion causes she believed in. Her determination and unwavering commitment to justice made her a force to be reckoned with. But amidst her professional success, Maura also made time for personal growth and healing. She sought therapy and leaned on the support of her friends and loved ones to navigate the lingering emotional impact of the trial and her past relationship with Jeffrey. Through self-reflection and introspection, she learned to forgive herself and others, paving the way for a brighter future. As the years went by, Maura found love again, this time with someone who embraced and supported her passion for justice. Together, they formed a strong partnership, built on trust, respect, and a shared desire to make the world a better place. Maura's story had come full circle. She had faced adversity, fought for the truth, and emerged victorious. But she knew that the fight for justice was an ongoing battle, one that required the collective efforts of many. She continued to use her legal expertise and influence to advocate for the marginalized, the oppressed, and those whose voices had been silenced.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the story, write your opinion in the comments.